Today we're going to be talking about Spreadshirt. Spreadshirt is a website where you can actually create your own spread shop, which is really kind of like your own website, and you sell to your private audience, or you can choose to sell on the Spreadshirt marketplace. Today we're going to be looking at what the marketplace looks like, the benefits of owning a spread shop, a private shop, or even going into the marketplace route. What are the benefits? What are the pros? What are the cons? Let's get into it. So first thing we'll do is we'll talk about the marketplace. When you go over to Spreadshop, you can choose to start selling. And when you start selling, you can, like I said, choose to open your own private shop, which is referred to as a spread shop, or you can sell on the marketplace, which is the Spreadshirt marketplace. The question is which one do you choose to go by? Well, it actually just depends on your situation. If you're the type of person that has an audience and you have a fan base, it's probably best to go with the Spreadshop option. The reason why is because, well, you have your own audience. You can toggle a basically customized site. Now, this is one of the more simple ways to create a site and sell print-on-demand merchandise through a website. There are many different options, of course. You can create your own websites. You can create a Shopify store. You can create a WordPress store. There's a lot of different options out there. Spreadshops are just one of them. But if you don't have an audience, if you don't have a fan base, if you don't have a following, and you don't know how to start the marketing, or you don't have the time to put effort and energy into the marketing, you can open your own Spreadshirt and start selling Spreadshirts on the marketplace. Let's take a look at what the actual marketplace looks like. So if we go over here to the Spreadshirt homepage and we click on Shop Now, we can start seeing different products in the actual marketplace. So here we have a hoodie, here we have a baseball cap, and here we have a t-shirt, but we have a lot of different other products. We can also search for different products. So for example, if I go over here and I search watermelon, okay, as an example, there are different designs that are related to watermelons that come up. Now, if this looks similar to something like TeePublic or Redbubble, that's because it's the exact same concept. These are marketplace-based designs, and they range in competition depending on the niche. And of course, to be able to upload these designs and go through the process of uploading, you're entering yourself into the marketplace, where the market determines what's the best, what's going to make some money, and what's not. So once again, it depends on what you have the ability to use. If you are looking to take advantage of a marketplace and add more designs to another marketplace so you can reduce your time of marketing and not have to spend that kind of energy, well then probably selling in the marketplace is a better option than creating your own shop. If you decide that you have an audience, or maybe you're building a blog, or you're building an audience, or you want to build an audience, well then creating a spread shop is probably a better way to go. Now, I'm probably going to be answering the elephant in the room type of question is, even if I have an audience, can I still sell in the marketplace? Well, the answer is yes. However, there are some things you want to keep into consideration. Whenever you're sending a user to your website, you have the ability to control, almost like a funnel, what they're seeing. If the user gets sent to a marketplace, they might see other designs that they might like that don't include yours. That's one of the biggest drawbacks to, as a public figure, taking your art and then posting on a marketplace and sending viewers there. I'm not saying that it's a bad way to go. It's just a drawback. It's a con. Everything has pros. Everything has cons. These are one of those kind of concepts. So it's up to you how you want to go about it. But here you can see the different types of examples of products that you can sell on the Spreadshirt platform. Now, whether it be on the marketplace or on your own spread shop, the products don't really change. You have hats, you have hoodies, shirts for men and women, you have mugs, and you have the accessories such as phone cases, iPad cases, etc. And once again, you can see here how they look. The differences are viewed right here. So once again, this is a Spreadshirt, or selling on the Spreadshirt marketplace. And then here you have the spread shop, opening that own shop of yours. It's, again, your choice as to how you want to go about this. You get more control over the look and feel when you open up your own spread shop. Now, once again, that's the store that you're bringing your visitors to, or you're following to, okay? The Spreadshirt, you don't really have much control over essentially the design. The only thing you get to control is the design, the text, the title, things like that. As far as the website design, things like that, you don't really get to control that, okay? And of course, there are, this is what they say, over 100,000 daily visitors on Spreadshirt. I don't know if I believe that much. That would mean 3 million total visitors on the Spreadshirt platform, which I'm not denying that it's possible that there's over 3 million people that visit Spreadshirt.com, but not necessarily for the feature of just the marketplace. So there's a bunch of different reasons why they would end up there. Maybe some group of people own Spreadshops, they want to log in. Some people are Spreadshirt owners, they also want to log into their accounts, but some are customers and some are browsers. So I wouldn't say over 100,000 necessarily customers, but there are visitors. So Spreadshirt is one of those platforms that does have a strong fan base. Definitely not as big as some of the other sites like your TeePublic, like your Redbubble, even Merch by Amazon. No company is really beating those guys, but Spreadshirt is definitely something that can fight in the ranks among the lower tiers. You look at a website like T-Fury, Tostadora, Spreadshirt does blow them out of the water in terms of traffic and, frankly, competition. I've tried other websites like Tostadora, and I realized that on some of my own personal blogs, I get more views on my blogs than they do as a whole entire business. So for me, I always look to post my assets, my images, whatever you want to call them, on sites that will benefit me the most. And of course, you have to determine what will benefit you the most. With that being said, we're going to create videos for both Spreadshirts and Spreadshops, how you can do or work on both, and how you can get started working in these areas so you can try to generate more profits and, of course, diversify. One of the biggest things that I've always recommended since the beginning when I started talking about print on demand is the best thing you can always do for yourself is diversify. You might not always think of it that way, but if you have one design you posted to 4 different websites, you're potentially increasing your chance to sell 4 times more than the average person would if they're just posting it on one site. So definitely, diversification is not only helpful from a safety standpoint, but also from a profit standpoint. You can potentially make more money. Now, whether you're going to decide to open up a Spreadshop or a Spreadshirt, that is up to you, but I'll tell you that the results can vary differently. When you have a Spreadshirt account and you're gradually selling through that Spreadshirt account, you're going to have slow and consistent sales. I'm not saying that you can't have a t-shirt or a design that sells massively. That's definitely possible. However, with Spreadshop, because you have more control and you could do things like advertising and promotion, the volatility it all goes back to you. It rests on your shoulders. If you run a promotion and you somehow promote your designs on a Spreadshop to 100,000 people that day, you could potentially walk away with thousands and thousands of dollars. The chance that will happen on Spreadshirt is much less drastic simply because you're relying on the audience that's already given. All right, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this video was informative. We're going to create, like I said, 2 more videos around Spreadshirts and Spreadshop to help you guys get started in these industries. I'll leave links down below if they're already published, and soon we'll be posting to these videos if I haven't already posted them, all right? So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.